My name is Chris Lane, I'm from London Metropolitan University.
My name is Rahim Vadilfuza, Академия госуправления при президенте Республики Узбекистан.
I wanted to ask you some questions about your work, in particular in the field of entrepreneurship. You were telling me earlier about a case study that you've produced, and I think I understood that you were able to demonstrate the relationship between the education that you've been providing to government officials and the impact that that's had on industry. Is that something you could tell me more about?
Я благодарю то, что вы меня
Thank you for inviting me to this interview. So the main feature of the academy is that our trainees are people of managerial level officials in from all government agencies, government sectors, mid-level, top-level, as well as junior-level managerial officials.
Креативный Spark. Именно мы Creative Spark провели.
So under the Creative Spark project, starting in 2018, we conducted a lot of events, in particular short-term courses for local government officials, so that they can replicate those trainings in their organizations and agencies.
Переобучить уже те лица, которые непосредственно занимаются этим процессом. Непосредственно, значит, были проведены.
So the courses, during the courses, we taught the creative entrepreneurship and innovative management. We helped our trainees to come up with cases about problems in the regions, about the challenges, and find solutions to those challenges, as well as on promoting innovative products. So later on, when Uzbekistan established a separate Ministry of Innovative Development, then we expanded our activities. Now in the educational institutions, we have a separate course on commercialization of innovative products. And in the regions, a special position was instituted under the local mayor's office, specifically Deputy Hakim on Innovative Development. So their job tasks included development of creative entrepreneurship in the regions and assistance to businesses in promotion in creative industry. So in 2020, Uzbekistan adopted its new strategy of innovative development for 2022-2026. The purpose of the strategy is to support regions and by that to increase the position of Uzbekistan in the index of innovative development. So, but the main challenge was that these agencies tasked with supporting creative entrepreneurship, they could not get integrated and be like a whole comprehensive system. And for that reason, we are now creating a portal where we could unite local government, educational institutions, as well as business community, so they can work together and find solutions and support innovative development.
Но несмотря на это,
but the problem still exists because right now local governments and educational institutions still are not fully collaborative in their efforts. But for 2022-2023, all educational institutions are introducing new courses on innovative management and creative entrepreneurship.
Но они пока не могут применить именно на практике свои знания.
But the difficulty is that they cannot show this in practice because there is still a short of practitioners who are working in this field. That's why in the educational process we need to engage more practitioners so they can teach the real world experiences.
Thank you. It's very, very interesting. So can I ask, I'm interested in the direction of the work that you're doing. I guess I'm also interested in whether you're involved in developing government officials' understanding of entrepreneurship so that they can tune local regulations in such a way that they create a more facilitating environment for entrepreneurship? Because I think that there are different questions. There's the question of skills, and then there's the question of regulation and support for business. And although they're connected, they're also discrete.
У нас проведены были отдельные до принятия стратегии.
So before we adopted the strategy, we had the system when we trained local government officials plus the senior management of higher educational institutions, so that after education, after our training, they would go back to regions and then work on supporting and creating enabling environment for creative industry, and so that they can train practitioners who would implement, who would contribute to training people in creative industry.
Следующий этап был у нас такой, в рамках проекта мы еще один момент учли, начали обучать инновационному менеджменту, непосредственно курсу по отдельным областям. Значит, мы охватили, чтобы больше охватить регионах, весь состав.
So what we also did, we conducted a series of webinars for local government officials, starting from junior, mid-level up to top-level managers. And we tried to cover the whole region all throughout Uzbekistan. And we did the webinars on innovative management, but specific to those regions and to the sectors in those regions. For example, how to create environment for training in creative entrepreneurship or anything, but specific to those regions.
В регионах есть возможности, драйверы, да, скажем, вот исходя из драйвера, специфики региона, на что нужно обратить внимание, на какие отрасли, на какие сферы. И на сегодня есть у нас обязательный введенный курс.
So we now have a mandatory course, which is twice a week. This is also delivered through webinars. I teach myself, and this is on innovative management and promotion of creative entrepreneurship. And we cover the whole country. We do webinars in 5 regions, but covering the whole Uzbekistan.
В областях, опять регионов, получается, все области охватываются. И сегодня вот с 9 до 10:30 у меня было как бы занятие, вот было именно вебинар. Мы
Today from 9 to 10:30 I delivered one seminar for Samarkand region. But we discussed not the issue how to develop creative industry and innovative development for the whole region of Samarkand, but we discuss in a targeted way, for example, in which areas, in which territories within Samarkand region, what would be the focus. For example, in certain places it could be a horticulture, in certain places it could be construction materials or some type of other farming and agriculture. So we discuss specifically the regional features.
Регионы мы разделили, вот таким образом как бы точно посмотрели. И мы рассматривали.
So during webinars, I teach how to identify gaps and deficiencies and how to overcome and find solutions to those gaps. For example, how to promote creative entrepreneurship and how to market innovative products. I explain to trainees through which state governmental programs they can do this, they can implement this, or through what kind of projects they can, international projects or other projects they can implement and find solutions. Because the country has its own features, some places there are abundance of water resources, some places mountainous, and some place is good for farming, some regions are not good for farming. So we try to discuss specifics and build our strategies around that. So on average, about 500 people take part in those webinars.
Wow. Okay. Shall we thank you so much for answering my questions, and it's so interesting to hear how this program is going. Thank you.
Thank you.
большое, спасибо за то, что ответили на вопросы.
Спасибо.
Очень интересная информация.
Да, спасибо.